My grandfather passed away in 1982, and I think it affected my dad quite a bit. I remember riding with my dad in the van, his work van, and I remember him just first time I ever saw him cry was going there, and this is what he said to me. He said, "My dad never told me he loved me." Now I know my grandfather did love my dad, and he definitely loved me. He showed love, but he never told him, and so there's a lot of things going on with my dad during that time, and so he comes back from the funeral, and he comes back, and something just starts changing in my dad. And my dad was at that time was border alcoholic. He would drink. He was a happy drunk, so that was good. He wasn't a mean drunk. But something started changing in him, and he got invited to a full gospel businessmen's breakfast. And that's where he actually gave his life to the Lord. And he didn't know much. There was not a lot of discipleship going on or anything. But he went out. He was a locksmith and went out to rekey a church building called Heritage Baptist Church in Wilmington, North Carolina. And the secretary there invited him to church. And so that's where we went. We started in March 1983, going to church. Didn't know much. And then in August of 1983, a guy by the name of Bill Hammond came and preached, and he's still alive today. Has a big ministry in Florida, and came and preached. He was an evangelist, a prophetic guy. And I remember I went out off the row and went to the bathroom, came back, and I sat in the back pew, and he starts giving this, come to know Jesus. And I didn't think I was old enough. I didn't know the steps to doing this. We like I said, we didn't know much. Yeah. But I was really wanting to go up, but I thought I wasn't old enough. I was scared to. And then this older gentleman who sat on the back row, one of the ushers, he was actually a deacon of the church, came up and tapped me on the shoulder and says, "Young man, do you want to go up and get saved?" And as soon as he said that, it felt like it gave me permission, and so I just jumped up and started walking out. Wow. And as soon as I got down to where my mom and dad and my twin sister was, they had already started getting up also to go up, and my whole family gave their lives to the Lord. Wow. And we got filled with the Holy Spirit, spoke in tongues that night, and the rest is history. And it's totally transformed my family. My dad got radically saved. It transformed his business. It transformed everything.